Right, hello. I haven't really uploaded anything for a wee while, so I thought I would upload just a wee daft video. Um, as you can see, I'm playing World of Warcraft again. Some people like that, some people don't. Um, so I thought I would make a wee recording. I am currently leveling a new character. I'm only level 55 of 60, and I thought I would maybe just record myself doing a quick dungeon as a healer. Maybe talk about the mods that I use, or how I play, or how I don't play properly, or how I don't know what I'm doing half the time, just to give people a kind of, an idea of how I play, how I like to play. So I'm going to queue just for a random dungeon. You get good gold for it and stuff anyway. So and it's just a Shadowlands dungeon, and I am playing a Shaman healer. So you don't normally wait too long, as you can see. I'm already just waiting for a tank. So I thought I would give this a wee bash, see how we go, see how it turns out recording, and whether I'll upload this or not is another thing. Um, so yeah, I started playing again. I was kind of spoken into it by the missus and whatever. Um, I am not super geared. I'm not. This isn't a meta build. I'm not playing like meta. I'm playing a panda. Yes, I like pandas. Deal with it. Um, I don't really play like a meta build. I've never looked up a guide or nothing. This is just my personal favourites to what I like to run. I like using the Unleash Life. It's quite a quick instant heal, and it basically means that my next direct heal to them is better. This means that I can have two charges of like healing totem, so it means that I can pop healing totem more often. I am missing a bar, so I'm just going to rectify that right now, which is my totem bar. I don't care about the experience bar. It means that I can drop a totem and then let it do its thing, then drop another totem after that, and it means that I can constantly have totems. And just like that, we'll get a dungeon. It also means that I get two charges of Riptide, which I like. I haven't a clue where this is. I'm not really familiar with Shadowlands. I haven't played an awful lot of it. I played a little bit when it came out, maybe a couple of months. Got a character to level 60, did some dungeons, whatever, but I stopped for a long time, and yeah, so we're here, and it looks like they've already started. So I like to use this. It's the bar on my left. It's called Voodoo. It's good for helping you heal. Some people use, is it Healbot they use, but I prefer Voodoo. I've got it set up so that my left mouse, if I press on a name, it will select that person, because I don't like just pressing the button and a heal happening. So I tend to...
Too far away.
Yeah, I know. So I like to have it set so that I click. I have right click is set as chain heal. I have my scroll mouse down wheel set as dispel. So it helps to dispel quickly. If I name, you'll see the bar will turn a different colour, and I'll like, dispel them, and it's really quick. And I have my up scroll wheel to set to Spirit Walker's Grace, which means that I can move and heal, and I'm quite fast now. So these are just normal dungeons, so they're not that hard. Most people have already like nuked things before I even know the tactics for them. But this is just kind of how, a little bit of how I play. Maybe drop a stone up wall bottom, it's good, it absorbs a lot of damage. Kinda gives me a little, take a move out of that. I don't use many mods compared to like a lot of people. I tend to just kind of keep it simple. Like I like bartender, this is how I like my bar set up. I have details because I like to kind of keep track of how well I'm doing healing wise and stuff. I have DBM, as you can quite clearly hear. People have kind of sussed out these dungeons pretty well. So they kind of know all the wee shortcuts and skips. I haven't a clue, I just follow the tank. I tend to fall into the category of healers that don't do much damage to mobs. I know that's bad for when you're doing Mythic Plus, but I'm not really giving a shit about Mythic Plus because I'm just playing this on a casual basis and just enjoy healing. So yeah, so we'll just see how we go with this dungeon. So far it's kind of straightforward. People are going to pull things I know and I'll probably have to panic thingy, but I take it this is a good thing. I have no idea. I also am with... I had to look this up because I don't really know them, but I am currently... Is it the Necro Lords I'm with? Because according to the guide it was between that and one other thing that was pretty good. I quite like its Primordial Wave. It kind of acts like a Riptide. Well, I'll show you on the tank here. It acts like a Riptide. It gives them some instant healing. I'm still trying to work out what a lot of these symbols mean, because I'm not too sure about it. I know that purple ring means that I usually need to put down a tremor totem, but they killed it too quick. A lot of people just kill things. I mean, I don't even know what 55, 55, 55. Yeah, so everybody's kind of decent level. Makes it easy for me to stay away from them because they'll explode, I guess. A lot of it's very easy to kind of pick up on, but this just kind of gives a rough idea of how I heal. I did it before, playing, like I did like, I've got like raid videos from way back at BFA, so people have kind of got an idea, but I just thought I would maybe explain it a wee bit. I just felt like making a little video of me doing a random dungeon.
Face me, necromancer.
And I've just had the fright of my life because my wife's just appeared behind me and I thought she was in bed and I have just shat my keks. So, yeah. But it's easy enough. Shaman seems to be the healer that I like the most. I like playing healer. I haven't played seriously as any other healer other than a druid. But I would like to try the other ones. Priest and monk. And I'd like to give them a bash and see what they're like. But I'm playing with the missus, so I'll probably get a chance to try a lot of them out. But yeah, so we've got one boss down. I think the next boss is up here. The bosses are pretty straightforward, especially in this dungeon. I don't know, what is this one called? Necrotic Wake or something? I'm not too sure. I'm such a casual. Right, okay. I'm just, again, what I like about being a healer is I mostly concentrate here, watch what I'm doing on the screen, and follow the tank and stuff. I don't really like the tanking side of things. I just feel like it's too... People kind of follow your lead too much. What's he doing? Just go down, you dick. Just... Fuck, are you playing it?
You will be brought to justice! You dare deny me the sky?
Fuck it, somebody's pulled. We'll just do this
shall
then.
Answer in kind!
I wasn't too sure what they're doing. There's see a lot of them that do this kind of thing, so...
There is nothing you can do to stop us.
It seems everybody seems quite overpowered, so... a lot of people have kind of figured out... Like, a lot of people use meta builds and stuff. That's not me. I don't use meta builds. I just use what I like. I know I never explained everything that I'm using, but it's kind of obvious. Like, I'm using Cloudburst Totem because I like that extra heal. There's a lot of abilities that I probably should use that I never use. It's just because this is just comfortable. As you can see, it's quite comfortable. It's casually just a normal dungeon. Nothing... I need to figure out how to turn that off because that is fucking annoying.
Yet the battle rages on. We cannot rest until these invaders are purged from our skies.
The one thing I can remember about this next boss is he does a hook thing, and you have to stand between the hook and the boss to hook him off his ledge or something. Too much fucking talking.
Prepare to strike.
So, yeah, I just kind of started just playing again, and it was more just to be kind of... I played before and it was like, I don't know what that means. Did I move? Did I not move? Yeah. So there's my Spirit Walker Grace. I can use that on the fly. I can just scroll my mouse and it goes. If anybody's using healer, I highly recommend Voodoo. I've not got like a... People use like loadouts for it. I don't. I just tend to make up my own. It's not hard. I'll maybe show a little bit after the dungeon, just to kind of show you. Some people think it's complicated, but it's really not. One thing I don't really use, even though I have it installed, is weak auras. I've just never seen the point of having so much flashy shit on your screen. If you can't keep an eye on like a lot of your cooldowns and stuff, then you're playing it wrong. And that's coming from somebody who plays it quite casually. If you're needing a whole bunch of flashy things on your screen to keep an eye on when you can use a spell, then give up, personally. Aye, but the tank's taking a lot of damage, so I've got a couple of... taking some damage, so if I just pop that down, it gives me a wee... Probably the wrong person to do that too, but... The other ability I've got that I like in the bottom one, I think it's called High Tides. It's once you've used so much healing, it makes your next 2 chain heals a lot more potent. I quite like that. It's quite a good feature, especially when we were doing raiding. It was really good for kind of like, getting a lot of damage in. Why they keep targeting me, but it's fucking annoying. But I'm hoping, like, I mean, I'll probably try some mythic dungeons and whatever else, like, I just move away. If I did that, can that work? Will that work too? Yeah. Because I quite like all the different totems. You can have such a variety when you're choose certain skills. Like I like this one. That's one of my favourite ones. Is the Earthen War totem. I remember doing mythic raids and it was soaking up something like almost 200k damage, which is really good. I don't know anything about stats or playstyles or anything. I don't really pay attention to that. See, when it becomes like a job, and I stop paying attention really. Once it stops becoming fun is when I lose interest. Which is mostly raiding at a higher level.
Fail me like your predecessor.
Yeah, so it's as casual as you can get. Some people feel that healing can be stressful, but if you like, this is just a basic setup, and it's not hard. It's not. I mean, it obviously does get harder, and it can be stressful. But one thing that I learned when I was playing as a healer before is, if everyone else is doing what they're supposed to do within a dungeon setting, you shouldn't have to heal so much. The only reason you have to heal so much is because people are standing in shit they shouldn't, or they're not moving from stuff when they should, and...
Run out. I must preserve your parts for later.
That's the bit, that fucking idiot. It's a dumbass. Like, I don't even play these dungeons, and I know that. But then again, I can't judge. He maybe doesn't know. So we've killed that one, so we need to wait for another one now.
Oh, I'm awfully proud of this one.
Run out. I don't know why, but when I last used DBM, I can't remember being shouted at like this by a woman, same way as I usually do now. It's quite funny. Right, so there you go. Let's see, he's got the hook. Right, and then it should hook him down. And then he'll get fucking nuked in one go. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have used heroic there, but okay.
Target you.
Aye. Meat hook me all you want, because there's fuck all there.
No respect for craftsmanship.
And then the next thing is you're right on to the next boss. It's like you take a portal or something, and it takes you to the next boss. The one thing I remember as a healer from this boss is that I don't dispel. I've got a habit of dispelling straight away. Don't dispel until you see that everybody's kind of like, you kind of gap about, because if you dispel it, it bursts and causes everybody to get caught with it. So he's now got it. If everybody moves out of the way, and then I'll dispel, there you go on it, and that means that everybody's not got it. So that when he does this, it means that they're not stuck to the ground. I can move it, I can move it.
enough of you.
There we go. Easy fucking peasy. It looks like it's going to
Target
be neat.
you.
So if everybody's out the way, and I'll just do
Run
that.
away.
I managed to get out the road of that.
The chill of death protects me.
Watch your step.
Can
Watch my
escape
step.
the storm.
You're supposed to move, ya dink. Fucking easy peasy, man. Look at that. And that is the necrotic wake. That's the necrotic wake. And did I get anything good? Yeah, I suppose it's... I've had worse. It's, again, my gear's not great, so... Shut the fuck up and just die already. Down 22. I'm still trying to work out what all of this means. I haven't a clue. If anybody that knows me watches this and knows and can give me any tips and hints in the comments, then feel fucking free, because I haven't a clue. But yeah, that's dead easy. Another thing I like about being a healer is that you don't have to wait so long when you're queuing for dungeons, especially when you're leveling up, because they tend to need tanks and healers a lot more often than DPS, obviously. A lot of people like to play DPS. So I'll go through the rest of my talents. So the next line is basically just this: what you preferred. That's okay. That's probably better than what I use, but I like Earth Grab Totem because sometimes if I'm being chased I can pop it down, or if things are running away I can pop it down and it stops them from getting away. Earth Wall Totem is another one of my favourites. As I said, I really like that one. It absorbs damage with anyone within the ring. It's really good in raids. Graceful Spirit's an obvious one for me. I prefer this one. I think you can take really anyone's here. So that Windrush Totem has its advantages in some places, but I prefer Graceful Spirit because it knocks 60 seconds off the cooldown of my Spirit Walker Grace, which means I can cast while moving, and it increases my movement speed by 20%, which means that if I'm in a situation where I need to move but I need to heal, I can get out quick and keep healing. I don't know if Cloudburst Totem is good compared to the other two. The other two sound not too bad. Downpour, Flash Flood sounds okay, but this is the one for me. Basically, it turns my totem, my healing stream totem, into it absorbs the healing that I do. It takes a percentage of all the healing that I do, and when it expires, it distributes that healing back out. So it stacks up healing and distributes it out one big burst. It has saved me a lot of times when I'm healing people, because there's sometimes it looks like they're going to die. You don't think you're going to get a heal off in time. You've got things on cooldown, and then poof, it comes off, and it gives them another 30% health that gives you that wee edge. Wellspring I've never used. I'm not really too sure what it does. Ascendance just sounds shit to me. I looked at it and I thought, turn into an water ascendant. Oh, fuck off. I can heal perfectly fine as. High Tide is what I like. Every 10,000 mana you spend brings a High Tide, making your next 2 chain heals heal an additional 10% and not reduce with each jump. So it's once that procs off, if you can usually kind of time it well, depending on the settings. If you think that there's going to be a lot of, what I tend to do is if you think that there's going to be sometimes DBM, it will show you when there's like big damage is coming. So what I tend to do is I kind of stack up my healing until it procs, and then once it's going to proc, that's when I start charging it up, and it means that it heals everybody. So that's what I use. That's the kind of talents that I use. My gear, there's no point in even looking at the gear. It's all still mixed because I'm leveling up. It's nothing. It doesn't really mean anything to me. I'm still doing questing and stuff, and I can't really think of anything else to really. Yeah, well, a couple of the add-ons, but yeah, I was going to show you Voodoo. So this is the Voodoo thing here. Looks like this. It looks a wee bit more overwhelming than it does. A lot of things I don't change. There is little wee tweaks and stuff I make. This is the one that I did the most. It means mouse wheel. When I'm hovering over this, if I press up, let's scroll up, as it says there, it activates that, and it means that I can do it on the fly. It means that I'm not having to like find buttons or find pictures and all that kind of stuff. Purify Spirit on the down. That means that I can dispel quick. It's really handy. target. I like target. A lot of people don't use target. A lot of people use that one to just cast a heal so that they don't have to click a name and then cast the heal. They just cast the heal. I'm not really keen on that. I can never get used to it. And then chain heal's good. That's good in junction with that because you scroll up and then just run and do chain heals, and it seems to work a treat. It's like Spirit Walker Grace is really. It's not my panic button, but it's my refocus button kind of thing. Um, and that's really it with this. I don't really. You can change, like, you can have it so that it shows different buffs and shows different like I've got it so that it'll show me. It only shows me the debuffs that I can remove, and it turns a different color. The panel turns a different color depending on what one you use. Like a curse, it'll turn purple, and like just a normal magical debuff turns it blue. That kind of thing. Uh, and that's really it. You can change all the colours, like there's a seer poisons with magic. That's the different colours that the debuff show that you get rid of. Tools, there's nothing really there. Move, you can like increase how many panels you've got. You can have it so that it adds panels, so you can have pets and tanks and different things and buffs and stuff like that. And I just can't be bothered with it. Just one panel like this that I can move about. It moves wherever I want it to move, and it locks as soon as you go into combat so that you don't accidentally move it while you're in combat. The other one's an obvious one, it's Bartender, and I've just got it really set. It's just a basic setup. It's my pet bar, extra actions, just a bar here for like mounts and stuff, and my abilities. That just the way I like them. It's, a lot of people give me stick because I'm a clicky person. Like I don't use the buttons as often. I tend to click, so I like it being as compact as I can, so that I can very quickly switch between spells and things I want to do. And that's kind of it. So I just thought I would make a wee video. I'll probably do more videos on different dungeons, just playing different things and leveling up, and I just thought I would do it for a bit of fun, nothing serious. So I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you didn't mind me prattling on as much as I have, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.